All right, welcome to Bad Calls, Pickleball Podcast with Travis Retmire and Graham D'Amico.
Bad call.
Today is April Fool's Day. Have you seen any bad calls in April Fool's jokes today?
I'm not a fan of the April
The
Fools
Pro
and
XR
pickleball.
one's the best one by
I
far.
told you, Graham. I told
God,
you.
it's fucking good.
I told him about that just before we started. And he was like, that sucked. I'm like, it's the best one.
It's
kidding
one of the
me?
better ones, but it's not good.
No, it was really good.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the production value they did was pretty great.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially if, like, actually on the 20th, they have some sort of cannabis-related covering of a paddle, like
For sure.
sold out that day, guaranteed.
100%. 100%. Yeah,
Great
I didn't see any great ones other than that one, I don't think.
Yeah, I thought all the other ones
Like
were
the spin
stupid.
serves coming back.
Yeah, I expect more from Zane.
I saw Shelby Bates put on an engagement ring.
That one's
Said-
very believable.
Said about this weekend.
Yeah. Is it not?
I
feel
just,
like you could always trust
I'm
it.
suspicious of everything.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
put any real information out on April Fools because I'm not going to believe it.
Yeah. I saw one that they were going to redevelop Tropicana into a water park.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of people fell for that one. So we've had quite an interesting set of a week or so, I guess.
Yeah.
We were in Miami, Graham and I, for Racket X. And then we did a little field trip to the fort. Have you been to the fort, Travis?
No, but I hear great things about it.
Yeah.
Federico was telling me how much he liked it. I guess the stadium isn't done yet, as you guys know, but it looks like it's going to be pretty badass.
Yeah. It's got like a beach area, volleyball, beach volleyball. It's on the like a retention, like water park, reserve. It's beautiful.
That's really cool.
Not just the courts, but all the area around it is beautiful too.
Yeah.
Frisbee golf course.
Feels inviting.
It's
fun.
awesome. And the
Wow.
stadium list is going to be incredible
Yeah.
when it's finished.
Good for them.
We got there on the right day. As we showed up, there was a money ball happening. It was Casey Diamonds playing, Tannen Tomasi.
Casey Campbell, the
Casey
Florida,
Campbell.
your new partner on the Florida Smash.
Yep.
He fought. He was playing well, but they lost, I think, like
tennis guy.
15-13.
He's good, dude. He's really good.
You remember
Yeah.
who was the tennis guy?
The tennis guy?
The really tall one.
Oh,
Oh, it's Silverstrom.
Soderstrom was
Yeah.
there. So was
Yeah.
Onson's.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
It was wild.
Yeah, it's a great facility. It's going to be awesome. When they have that tournament court, like that tournament stadium court ready, it's going to be insane.
Insane.
Yeah.
There's some good
Um,
events there.
So yeah, and then we had Racket X. What was your take on Racket X, Graham?
I thought it was fantastic. I think I had low expectations because I guess last year it wasn't all that great. And we were going there for paddle or paddle, however you want to say it. And it was all paddle for the most part, I feel like.
Yeah.
A little bit of squash, a little bit of pickleball.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fantastic, especially that, what's that one panel we saw?
The one with all of the...
It was the head of UPAA,
Yep.
Jason Aspis, and then Carl Schmidt, the head of USAP. Then like the head of Yola, the head of Selkirk, Tom Barnes was there, and those guys just all went at it.
Yep.
That was the
I
greatest
would have
panel.
loved to see that.
It was great.
There's a recording. It'll come out soon.
Okay.
But
I'm
there
sure
was
the
this
highlights will come
moment
out.
where, who's the head of Yola? He's like the chief, I don't know, chief something, marketing officer or
Yeah, I'll have
something
to
for
find it.
Yola.
I'll find it. I've got it
But
up somewhere.
he kind of snaps and says, the crowd starts cheering over the fact that, hey, if we're going to make these paddles legal for the pros, it kind of like all amateurs buy paddles based on what pros play. So therefore, don't just think about the pros when you're getting these paddles, passed. Think about all the amateurs who play them as well. And the crowd started cheering. And the head of Yola says, why are you clapping? That's a question.
Yeah.
Crowd is turning on this guy quick.
Yeah.
And then at the end, the same guy says out loud, he says some statement about we should all unify as one happy ecosystem. No one says a word. And he goes, now you should be clapping. I make a grand statement like that and not one clap in the crowd. Just,
Yeah.
Just dead silence.
Get out of here. Boo.
Hey, man, a lot of people are probably pissed about wearing goggles and darts. That all started with the Yolita.
Definitely. Amateurs, I think, were just sick of basically if you don't play one of those paddles, it's scary. And
Yeah.
It's very hard.
those people were happy about the idea of getting paddles,
Yeah.
kind of on the same line of power.
One of the big things that kept coming up was about the difference or lack of difference between approving paddles for pros versus amateurs. And if the UPA is saying that they're only approving paddles for pros to play with, then how do they explain that amateurs want to play with the paddles the pros play with? So therefore, you are regulating paddles for the amateur market, not just for the pro market.
Yeah.
And I don't think that there was any real good answer to that question.
Right. I think everyone except for maybe Yola was in agreement, and UPAA is in agreement that, yeah, we understand that you're only certifying them for pros, but every single amateur player wants to play those paddles. That's why the pros get paid money to play those paddles.
Yeah. And then the other good one was this is a quote from the panel. The perception of USA Pickleball is that it's an independent organization. The perception of UPAA is it's not independent from the UPAA. Can you comment on who owns and controls the UPAA? And then Jason Asper says, from an ownership organization, we all fall under UPAA. From an organization standpoint, I don't report to any party. I report to the board. And someone said, you don't report to Connor? And he said, no, I don't. And then they said, that's clearly not true, but you can say that.
Oh, that was Tom.
Are you telling me I'm a liar?
Oh, that's right.
That was from Barnes said that?
Barnes said that.
Holy
and then
shit.
and then Jason said, you calling me a liar.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was getting heated. It was a great panel. Whoever put that panel together should get a raise.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
intense.
how you got all those people on the same stage to do that forum was incredible.
Yep.
That's
Wild.
wow.
It was awesome.
I gotta get this recording.
We've got it.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, we've got
Okay,
it.
I need that.
So good. So yeah, definitely a good time. But
Oh,
yeah, and so
shit.
Graham and I played a little squash. He actually got some good points on me in squash. I got video of it.
You know what's hilarious is Luke beat me in almost every point. He turns on his camera, 4 straight wins in a row.
Makes Graham look great.
He's like, oh, this squash stuff's pretty easy.
Do you think you could get
Graham-
into
Graham
squash?
doesn't get
Graham?
tight. He just doesn't have it.
No, I don't think squash was my thing.
No.
No, I think
Okay.
there's better games out there now. Paddle,
Okay.
I think paddle to me is a little more interesting because
Yeah.
I like playing face to face with someone.
Okay, I see.
Right?
You like the stare downs?
The stare downs are, yeah.
Can't
of
stare
course.
someone
Confirm
down.
this is paddle, not padel. It's-
Everyone says it different.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you're in the
if there's, like,
US, I think it's
confirmation.
paddle. I think if you're outside of the US, you say paddle,
Yeah.
I
Right.
think. But everyone at the
What do you say?
conference was saying paddle, so we're calling it paddle now.
Padel. Say it with an accent.
Paddle.
Padel.
But overall, Racket X, awesome.
Yeah.
And then, we got to go to a VIP, play some paddle on the water
Yeah.
during
reserves,
sunset with the
seaport.
DJ, some
Yeah.
food,
Yeah, we crushed it.
alcohol. It was great.
Yeah. I think that we're going to get into paddle now.
Of course.
Well, when it's at the club, that'll be like,
Yeah.
certainly try it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll be intrigued once a few good players.
I'm telling
get
you,
over there and I
I'm
learn.
telling you, Travis, you'll be very good at that sport. It's a lot. It's all lobs and volleys.
One's all slice balls.
It's all
Yeah.
yeah, volleys and lobs. It's like
Mhm.
perfect for you. It's like, I'm telling you, you're gonna love this game.
Sorry, baby. I don't know. I might have taken it out.
And it feels more like a tennis ball, a tennis racket. It's got more of that compression feel. You're gonna be a big fan.
Yeah.
Just need a little more time with it.
All right, so let's do a quick recap then of Utah. Tell us, why don't you walk us through how things went for you? Obviously, not playing men's doubles.
Was it windy again, by the way?
It was really weird, actually. Like when we played Jack and Caitlin, it wasn't windy at all. Perfect. Then in our match against Federico and Etta, I want to say we were up 4-1 at the time, and it was perfectly calm, wonderful. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was like hurricane or fucking just, and then it was
Wow.
like that for the remainder.
Wow.
Swirling, going all directions, sand in the face because it's this dry desert, like out of nowhere, and then it was a nightmare.
Wow.
Is this the same venue you and I played at? It's a Tournament of Champions venue?
No, that was at a different site. This is also at like a park kind of location. I mean, they get a good draw, but it's certainly not like a venue. You're like, oh, I can't wait to go. It's kind of a
Interesting.
grind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's so many venues in Utah. Why don't they
Yeah,
grab some
pickleball's
better
huge.
ones?
Pickleball's huge there.
Yeah,
I don't-
I'm
I
saying,
don't-
why don't
I
they
don't
get?
know. Good
You got so many
question.
choices. Grab a
I don't
good
know.
one.
I couldn't tell you. But yeah, so no gender for me, unfortunately. Some longer story that I probably shouldn't get into. But I got, we'll just say I got fucked over by someone that's less than honest. And that stems far beyond pickleball. But Elise and I played well. I think against Jack and Caitlin, we were vibing really well. And then we had a great chat afterwards. I think there was like a couple small little tactical things that we just got to adjust. And I think we will. Try to help me get a little bit more involved. A lot of times it's just like her dinking cross and we didn't know why. I think we know why. And then she made finals of dubs. She was playing great. Played with Marietta. They had a good win against Rohrbacher and
Todd.
yeah, Todd in the semis.
Wow.
Yeah, played great. And, good dive as usual. Andre Diescu never loses. Just fucking doesn't lose. It's impossible. I think
It's
that's what, 5
impossible.
of 6. like crazy. Guy just doesn't fucking lose.
But he does it with Alshon, so the argument's still there. Who's number 1 in the world?
Well, he does it with Alshon. He does it with Ben. And
I'm
he
just
did it with
saying this
CJ
one doesn't
Klinger.
help his case up or down against Alshon.
Oh, but I think you got to put, for now, I think you got to put the guy who plays the left as the better player. Still, he's the more dominant player.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the right side, as aggressive as it's gotten, it's still the beta portion of the court. Now, it's a lot more aggressive than it used to be, but you're not dictating what's happening nearly as much if you're on the right. So yeah, to me, right now, at least in men's doubles, Diascu's the best player in the world. Doesn't miss but he doesn't fucking miss. It doesn't look that pretty. It's not like flashy, but he doesn't miss. Annalie and Catherine ran through it as expected. Annalie won singles as expected, never fucking loses. and then yeah, she didn't play mixed because Ben wasn't there. He was doing the tour in Asia with Yola.
Oh, that's what it is. Maybe they're burnt out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all burnt out.
Oh.
They're coming back. I think they get back today or yesterday, and they're like, "Fuck, I'm tired."
Yeah, because we were
Yeah.
talking about how a lot of people are pulling out of singles for this next event in North Carolina, and we're trying to figure out why.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, Catherine's should still be there. I don't know why she's not playing it, but
And Annalie, did Annalie go to
No.
Asia?
No, but she played Annalie. You know, I think it's a lot of as many matches as she's playing, and same for Catherine. She made finals in mixed, and obviously won the doubles. She's tired, fucking tiring.
Well, one of the other theories is that it's indoors and it's on a surface that might not be, may be conducive to injuries.
Well, I think it's supposed to be outdoors, but it's indoors because it's raining.
Got it.
And then congrats to Dekel and Paris Todd. They won the mixed five game thriller.
Dekel's first gold, maybe both of their
Yeah.
first golds.
In
Wow.
mixed.
In mixed,
mixed,
for
yeah.
sure, yeah.
Crazy.
Paris won what?
Paris got a gold, silver, and bronze that whole
Oh,
weekend.
really? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and she won the women's in Texas, so she's fucking on fire.
Yeah. And she
Yeah.
had a big break from the PPA tour for a while. Not too long ago, maybe 6 months ago. Is that right? And she's just come back with like a huge force.
Since she's changed to the new Franklin paddle, which is, that same kind of propulsion core, she's been on point.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it's
she was
helped her a lot.
Selkirk before that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then moved over to.
Yeah, and that's helped her a ton, obviously. She's
Yep.
getting the shit out of the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's the wrap of that. It wasn't anything super memorable for me, but I had fun playing with Elise. That's
Yeah.
all.
We had a cool story for Casey Campbell's sister.
Yeah.
She beat Mary Brasher and made it to the quarterfinals singles. Kaylin
Campbell. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's going to be really, really good.
Yeah.
I guess she was a very good tennis player prior. You can see she's strong, athletic, good hands. And she's playing pickle full time now, so watch out for her.
Yeah.
Like 1-2 years probably.
100%. Yeah, and also the first debut of the Challenger Series, which is the new feeder tour into the main draw. So
Will there still be qualifiers at PPA main events?
As far as I know.
Oh, they'll have both. There'll be
Yeah.
a challenger and a qualifier.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I mean, I know there's a pro qualifier going on now.
I mean, which do you choose? That's
I
a
mean,
lot of pickleball.
yeah, for some of them, probably both.
Jesus.
I mean, Chris Crouch, who won it, he's going straight away to the APP now too, like right away to Fort Lauderdale. So he's gonna be in the mix where he's playing as much as possible.
This is a grind, huh?
Fucking A.
yeah. So you can make the main draw by either going through qualies or working your way to get the ticket, the UPA contract from the
Yeah, and I
Challenger
think
Series.
as far as Chris told me, I think because you win a challenger event, and I could be wrong on this, so clarify or correct me if I'm wrong. You then get like a main draw entry. And so if you win one, you get a main draw.
I think
entry
that's
right away.
correct.
Right.
And then obviously
some
you
money.
you gain points and some money.
It's not a
Got
ton
it.
of money from what I understand, but
No.
some money, some points,
So,
quite
yeah.
a few points, and one entry into, I think, your choice of main
Right.
draws.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, what do you think of that? Do you think it's a good addition to the format of the PPA?
Yes.
I think it's a moneymaker.
Well, beyond that though, you're gonna have to have. There's so much interest now, and obviously so much money getting in the sport. You're gonna have to have a way for people to progress to show how good they are.
Yeah.
Just like in tennis, I mean, every player in the world, from Alcaraz to Sinner, starts off in the Futures and Challenger Tour, and as they win and win and win, then they're on the main tour and they're mainstays. But everybody has that progression.
But yeah, St. Pete dominated at the Challenger. We had Brooke and Ashley
Brooke Russo, Ashley, what's her last name?
Griffith
Griffith, yep.
took silver in women's.
Yep.
Chris Crouch with Medina Alvarez.
Yep.
Is that his name? Took gold in men's. What else? We had, George. I don't remember his last name. The guy out of,
Love.
yeah. Him and Ashley Griffith took bronze in mixed.
Okay. Ashley must be playing better.
Yeah, I think she's playing well. She's playing a lot. And
Good
she's
for her.
down south now. She's training with some of the South crew.
Okay.
But yeah, she's full time. I think she's quit her job. She's all in.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Yeah,
and she's got a
St. Pete
tennis
showing out
background.
again.
St. Pete.
Yeah.
Got a lot of pros around here.
Yeah, right. It's because they're all training here.
Crescent Lake.
Yeah.
Sunday mornings are just really picking up.
Yeah.
I tell Graham that since his level has dropped substantially and he's never here, that it's on him. It's his fault.
Yeah, I still got quite a few wins this week. I played for the first time 2 back-to-back days in like a month.
Listen to me.
And I
Crescent
got
follows
plenty
you.
of wins.
You're here once out of every 31 days now.
You're right.
The best
It
nights are
dropped.
Monday and Tuesday because that's when we film the pod.
Yep.
Outside of that, it's pretty dog shit. And
All right.
You
Come
did
on.
this. Sorry, I would never talk bad about Crescent. But my point is that you have a responsibility that you're not living up to it.
Okay.
And I ask you to practice, you say no.
All right, I'm coming back.
A lot of new things happening.
I'm back. I'm going to find some time to play an hour every other day.
Thank you. Because it used to be like 6 hours,
I
6
know.
hours a day, 6 days a
It
week.
was
you
never
know?
that bad.
Yes, it
Get
was.
out of here. You're out of your mind.
So next up is the North Carolina event, as we said, probably indoors.
Home of the Hogs.
Yeah, right. We'll get to that in a minute. So who are you playing with in North Carolina, Trev? Elise again?
Elise is like at a wedding, so I have my fellow Florida Smash player, Martina Frantova,
Nice.
Okay.
and Donald Young and I are back together.
I like
Oh,
that.
nice. Any singles for this one or no?
No.
Oh, you're also pulling out. You and AJ. Don't know why you weren't in the graphic, but decided to pull out
Yeah.
a singles for North Carolina.
Well, my knee is not the best, and I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm fucking old. Guys are good. They're young.
Yeah. So we're missing a few singles. So we should see a new face on the singles podium, probably for women's and maybe men's. No, probably Federico, I guess.
Well, is
again.
Paris Todd playing?
I assume so.
Paris-
Probably Paris.
it's
You
fine,
think?
Paris.
Fahey.
And if Hunter's playing, probably those are the two.
Has Fahey got a gold in singles yet?
What do you mean?
Yes.
This
Yes.
year?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
won a couple, I think.
Yeah.
Just won 2 now.
All right.
How dare you, Luke?
Yeah, I failed to mention Sock made the finals in singles and lost to Hunter. It's a good game. Entertaining.
Yeah. So other news is that Florida got won the collegiate event at APP.
University of Florida,
University of
the
Florida.
Gators
Also in the Final Four.
in the Final Four of basketball as
Made a little
well.
money on them.
With a 7-foot guy, 7-something, right? 7'9", who's not even playing.
I haven't watched 1 minute.
Me either. But go Gators.
But you know stats.
I'm rooting for him.
Good.
Obviously.
I should be watching. I just put a little loot on it because I was a little tipsy on whatever day that was. Saturday, I think. And they won.
I
Good.
wish I would have done a March Madness bracket because every year I just pick all the ones to win. And of course, this is the year it comes in.
Warren once. I saw a thing at Berkshire Hathaway, like Warren Buffett pays out $1 million to whoever guesses the best bracket based on some parameters.
Oh, he will?
Yeah, he does.
He's a big, oh yeah, he's kind of in basketball country, isn't he? Omaha.
Yeah, I guess.
That makes sense.
And other news, the UPA removed a paddle this week from the approved list. A paddle company called Luz.
Oh shit! Did they really?
Yeah.
I
Like
think
Luz is gone entirely?
Yes.
no,
Whoa.
no,
Temporarily.
they only had one submission. That one submission's
Correct,
gone, or
and
it's
they
a new
re-
paddle.
So what happened was they had an approved paddle, which was the ZZ, and that was approved. And then they had a second paddle called the Cannon, which is apparently way too hot to be approved. And so what they did is that they submitted their Canon approval as a paddle design registration,
Save a little cash.
which does what? I mean, do you know what a paddle design registration is, Graham?
I think it just means the paddle is they're claiming the paddle is the same, but maybe the
Like
graphic is
aesthetic.
different, the
Yeah.
aesthetic is different, or
Yeah.
the shape is different, but it's the exact same core. Nothing has changed about the materials, just the design or the shape.
Yeah. So
That wasn't the case. There's something different going on in the core.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it was an entirely different paddle.
I think that's a similar problem that Yola had in that big lawsuit with USAP. I think that's kind of a similar
Really?
They tried to pass
Yeah.
it as just like a design change, but it wasn't really a design change.
Right.
There's something else different going on in the core.
Yeah, so I guess they did an investigation, obviously realized that it's not aesthetic difference, it's just an entirely new paddle. So therefore they removed all of the Luz paddles.
I think that's a
From registration.
Chinese-owned company.
It is.
It is?
It is.
Yeah. And they're pumping a lot of money into
Yep.
like promoting and pros and trying to get it off the
It's
ground.
surprising because the kid, Rex Thigh, as I was
Yep.
fucking, he uses it.
Yep. And Frank Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Dusty Boyer.
Yep.
Abigail Hatton. Those are all players that are sponsored by
The dude I
Luz.
see with all the time though is Rex.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fucking good little young guy. I'll tell you that.
I
Oh,
heard
yeah?
it's hot as hell,
It sounds
but it delams immediately. It's
don't
like one of
know.
those
Yeah,
ones
I
that's
can't
like
speak to that.
within a day or a week.
it
Mm.
sounds hot.
All paddles sound hot now.
Yeah.
The
very
sound of
interesting.
Crescent is different than it used to be. If you
Exactly.
listen, it's like deeper, you know?
Oh, much.
Isn't that crazy?
The hollow, weird.
The hollow, that's pickleball sound now.
What if they? There's this city in Colorado that banned loud paddles from the public courts that are near houses. You have to play with
An owl.
an owl, basically. Yeah, I think that would be funny. I feel like if Crescent Lake was all owl paddles.
That wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We need the noise.
I like the noise, but I just prefer the old noise. I'm a traditionalist, I guess, in that. regard.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a Yola tour right now. Ben, Tyson, Anna, Agassi, and Steffi. They're all doing a tour around Asia, or have just finished it, I guess.
It looked crazy.
It seemed like there were lots of fans who were ready to see those
It
players.
seemed like people were hyped about Pickle, obviously growing. I heard a stat that in Asia, they now have over 40 million pickleball players.
Oh, that's in Asia in general.
in Asia in general.
So basically as many as the US.
Yes.
That's
but-
gonna get so much bigger
oh,
then.
so much bigger. But I mean, still, it's
That's a lot.
it's a lot of people from basically nothing 2 years ago.
Did I tell you what happened at Racket X so Anna Bright was there,
Mhm.
Eric Onsens, Diaskew,
Mhm.
Milan, and somebody else. I'm gonna feel bad for forgetting who, but they were doing an exhibition. There was nobody watching.
Yeah, you told me.
It was like me, maybe Luke, and like 2 other people, because everyone there, and then some pros that obviously we no idea who they are, come on to play some paddle. Place fills up, crowd goes crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild to think there's a whole world out there of paddle players that
Yeah.
have no idea who Anna Bright is, or
Yeah.
they only know who the top
Right.
paddle players are.
Yeah.
That was it was a weird moment sitting in there thinking, wow, people would have paid a ton of money to see this,
Yeah.
and no one
Not a
cares.
soul.
Even when you play rec play in Miami, everyone serves like a padel player and
Yeah.
hits like padel players.
Yeah, it's so big. Like
Yeah.
paddle, I think is bigger in Miami than pickleball.
Oh, for sure it is. Huge
Yeah.
Latin contingency.
Okay, so we have the MLP Orlando schedule. Shame that the Florida Smash aren't playing. So if you're expecting to see the Smash play in Florida,
Yeah,
you'd be wrong.
I had forgotten about that, but
That
you're
was
right. That
disappointing.
doesn't make any sense.
No, that was really disappointing for me.
Yeah, I
I
guess
could have
they
taken Rowan and
you can only pick one event, so it's the St. Pete Athletic one that you're playing. But I don't know. Seems weird. I
that
can't.
seems like a given though. Like that.
Yeah, you got to have the
Fuck.
Florida teams there.
Yeah.
We're in Florida.
How many other states share teams?
Texas, California. That might be it. New York. I think that's it.
Okay, so it's not. I feel like then you just start the schedule by making sure all those teams play in their respective states. Then you fill in the rest.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason.
There's a
behind it.
whole bunch of variables on
Yeah.
who
Really?
plays where.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
Like,
complicated.
How many matches you play and how many you play against that particular team. Like
Got it.
I'm sure they tried. but
Right.
Yeah, it's just disappointing on our end because
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
nice.
Interesting. So yeah, April 24th through 27th should be pretty interesting. This will be the first time we get to really see how the draft is paying off for people. I guess do you have any like early predictions of how you think things will go based on the new teams?
I'm sticking with the St. Louis Shock, who I
Yes.
picked last year and didn't pull it off, but this is their year
Okay.
for me. That's my guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think Shock too. I like their squad. And
Yeah.
then second, Dallas Flash.
Yeah, and Dallas got their team back, and they're already champions, so they got to do pretty well too, I would imagine.
Fives are gonna be good. It's gonna be the same. It's the
Same.
same network. Fives are good. Flash are good. Be interesting to see if there's anyone who like breaks through, but I don't see it.
All right, then I got some.
And then I'm rooting for all the people that came up from Challenger. You know, like I'd love to see the bouncers and the slice. that had to form a new team, like have some results. It'd be good to see that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Miami.
All right, I got some good calls, bad calls for you. First one, which is not a April Fool's. Well, it was announced yesterday. The Seattle Pioneers, which then became Carolina Pickleball Club, are now the Carolina Hogs.
Go Hogs.
You think it's a good call or a bad call?
I just can't see Colin Johns going like, go Hogs. You know,
I think the South Carolina fan base is going to love the name.
yeah, they're gonna fucking love it. It's smart given the location.
You can get behind it.
Yeah.
It's a lot you can do with the Hogs.
Seattle really like pigs.
What's that?
You mean South Carolina? Or
Yeah.
North Carolina? Carolina in general?
I don't know.
I guess. I fucking
If they're a big
No,
hog
I think the
people.
South likes pigs,
They like
right? We
farm
like
shit.
bacon. We like farms,
Yeah.
pigs.
Okay.
The Southern thing.
yeah.
Got
I think
it.
it's a good name.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
It'll be a winner. It's better than Carolina Pickleball Club
Are there any
or Pioneers.
other teams you think should change their name?
Good question. I mean, I don't love the fives. I get the reason for it,
Yeah.
but clowns is cooler.
He just invested. Did you see that?
What?
Gary Vaynerchuk now is one of the major investors in the Padel League.
I know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the American Paddle League.
Interesting.
He's all in on these paddle
name.
sports.
Flash is good. Shock is good.
Hustlers are good.
Hustler's
Squeeze
great.
is good.
Squeeze is fucking
Hustlers,
The Barrier Breakers.
good.
Yeah, fine.
Nothing wrong with the breakers.
What did the pandas get renamed to?
Yeah, that's the
Nashville
chefs.
Chefs.
The Nashville Chefs. You didn't know about that one?
I kind of still wish I didn't. I mean, what the fuck?
And you should see
Chefs?
their logo is like one of those like auto-generated Fiverr. It's
I
kind
mean,
of like ours.
I guess you can
Kind
just
of like
like.
ours.
Oh, okay, got it.
It's just a pickleball that's got a chef hat on top.
Keep cooking.
Yeah. Keep
You know that one's
on.
coming.
Keep cooking that
Let 'em
idea.
cook.
Oh, that's true. They got a nice saying behind it.
All right, good call, bad call. When our podcast was quoted for Tyra Black being the fastest player on tour, Michelle Esquivel, who was commentating, said,
Yeah.
"Who's Travis Redmire?"
Yeah, when Mish McMahon came on, she was like, Travis Redmire says that she's not just the fastest female on tour, but the fastest player on tour. And Michelle, who I've had, like, I don't dislike Michelle at all, but maybe have had some fairness issues with. Just right away, who's Travis Redmire? Sure enough, my phone, I'm watching, just sitting there like stray, boom. All right. Fuck. And then my phone, boom, 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 like 3 or 4. Hey, see what happened? Did you see that? And I was like, I sure did. So yeah, you know what I
That's
mean? Look,
hilarious.
people, when you do what we did last year with the California Black Bears and you essentially reference people for being less than fair, some, say, hey, I fucked up, I'm sorry, and some get pissed.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough. But yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. You know what it
All
is, what
right.
it is.
And then final one, the Challenger division is a better feeder tour than the APP is right now.
For sure. Guaranteed. I mean, obviously the APP is going to have some players that are like getting paid and are better, but as time progresses, this is the best avenue for players to make their mark.
My counter argument would be if you can somehow knock off those like APP teams, the Megan Fudge, Bobby Oshiro, whatever they are, Will Howells.
Jack Monroe.
If you can get a big win for a medal off of those, I
Yeah.
think you're immediately on the UPA contract radar.
Mhm.
Whereas like
I
Chris
agree with that.
Crouch wins gold at PPA Challenger, I don't know that he's on the radar
Right.
yet. He's going to have to do quite a bit of that
Right.
to get a contract and get noticed.
Yep.
So I would say at the moment, it might be a little better to
Chris
have
should be on the radar. Let's just start with that. I mean, I practice the guy all the time. His improvement clip is really good. Remember we used to call him Crouching Tiger, Hidden Air?
yeah,
That's not the case anymore.
it could
He's
be.
no
It
longer
could be he's
Crouching
got a new
Tiger.
paddle.
The paddle that Graham made that Chris now uses has helped him immensely, no
Okay.
doubt.
Okay.
I think I won the first 777 half-court games against him, and now I need to be very weary or he will beat me.
Nice.
Yep.
Can we talk about how Graham stayed up till 3 a.m. fighting with people on Discord about his paddle?
Wasn't so much a fight.
So much. He's taking it so personal. I heard a D-Lam going over there so loud, and I was like, "What is that?" Oh, never mind. White hat. Right
it
there.
actually wasn't a fight. It was just a conversation. I was trying to get to understand what people wanted more, but I got caught in it. And I couldn't get out. It's wild. Those people are wild. They're just on there day and night talking about paddles.
Yeah, like I think I told you this. Someone said to me, it was Roscoe Bellamy. He was like, "Travis, you need to be talking about paddles more." I was like, "That's all I fucking talk about. What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
seriously.
Like I literally talk about it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, once you get like obsessed with it, it can fixate. But what I told him is like, you got to let this go, buddy. It's not changing. Just accept what you can't control. Do I agree with you? Yes, but we can't fucking change it. It is what it is.
So what exactly were you arguing about, Graham?
It was like, this is the best handle of any paddle out there. I said, why? What makes it the best handle? And then I got to hear about the materials
Call it
used.
subjective.
That it's what do they call it? Like oval,
Pallets?
ovally. I don't even know the term for it, but
Is
it's
like a singular piece of foam, or is it multiple?
Yeah, they just people have very specific
Yeah, but that's
preferences
not-
on handles. But we'll
You can't
discuss
say
that.
Best.
We'll
Best is
discuss
a
that for an hour,
general fucking term.
and it'll talk.
I like the Wilson grips. Don would like the head grips.
right.
I
It's-
like the Onyx grips.
It's a whole bunch of that.
What are you
talking
Imagine,
about here?
imagine being in a. So shout out if you want to come argue with me on Discord. Go to that pickleball studio. They got them for every paddle.
Got it.
I'll be hawking the dwell
Specifically
one.
at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Hopefully not that again. That was rough. That made for a rough
Sometimes
morning.
I look at your comments. I'm not happy. You need to get your sleep, Graham. I fucking post some shit with at Smash Bros. And all of a sudden, like 2:30 in the morning, 5 a.m. are the 2 comments from Graham. It's like, my man, we're reliant on you.
Yeah.
Like, play here slipping.
We did get to play some tennis, some doubles tennis yesterday, which was good.
Undefeated.
Yeah, we were crushing it.
Why
unbeatable.
am I not at least getting like the, hey guys, we're gonna go play tennis? Why don't I get that text? I don't understand it.
I guess we need to invite you in now that we're so good. I guess we need to invite
Luke
you.
has
Oh, yeah.
gotten a lot better. He's very consistent now.
Wow.
I'm actually a little nervous to play him. I think he might have me now.
We'll find out. I got my rackets with me.
His backhand is looking pretty smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really getting this serious.
And you obviously beat Rafe again, Graham. So
Of course.
yep.
Rafe's an easy.
whacked it.
He's an easy mark.
Got it.
Yeah. I know he played for Emory or something, but apparently he's lost it.
clearly didn't have it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Miami Open finish, right? No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. Can you tell
I know
me
that
what happened?
Djokovic lost
To whom?
to the other guy.
I forgot his
Ah.
name. Not first title ever. And
Yeah.
apparently, this is the crazy part of the story. Jakub Mensik, 19-year-old kid, he wasn't feeling well and had his withdrawal form in his hand, was walking to the referee. The referee wasn't there. And then he decided, you know what? I'm going to fucking play. If the dude had been there, this is before the tournament started. The dude had been
Wow.
there, he doesn't play. Never happens.
Wow, what a
And
story.
instead, he wins a fucking Master Series, beats his idol in the final, 6-6, serving bombs. I mean, he's been really fucking good for a
Wow.
few years, but
What was
know.
he sick with?
I don't know if he was sick or like had like a little twinge in a muscle. I don't know the exact detail of that. I just know that he literally had the form in hand, his medical form. I'm done. I'm not playing. I'm withdrawing. Let somebody from the qualifying come in a lucky loser.
Come on.
And then he fucking played and he won the tourney.
That's
Wild.
insane.
It's insane. Wait, women's side was who?
There was this Asian lady that was very surprised.
No, but women's side was
I forgot.
what Sabalenka won, right? Yeah, Sabalenka won. She beat
No,
Pagul in
was
the
it?
final. Sabalenka beat Pagul in the final.
Oh,
Where'd
I
the-
just kept
where'd the
seeing
Asian
clips
woman
of
come
this little
from?
Asian lady that won. Hold on, women's final, but
Was
she
there a
looked very
festival this past
surprised.
At his house.
There was, huh? Damn it. That's where she came from.
He's actually burnt out from tennis. Look at his hat. It's just covered in salt.
true.
That's
Did we not mention Racket X really quick? The clip, the only clip that I was sent from the whole weekend was
Was-
8 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing. And he's just fucking.
First off,
Oh,
Luke slept
yeah,
on the
yeah.
floor and there was no floor space.
And departed at what time?
5? He was like, woke up at like 5 a.m.
For coffee and rave? Is that what it's
coffee
called?
and rave. Well, it's
That's
wake in
fucking great.
space.
Wake in space.
That's great.
Get there, caffeinated.
And he met friends. There were friends there that went with him to go do it.
Yeah, we met.
Love
I
that.
met my friends. We raved for a little bit. I met a guy who was a DJ who just landed from Houston, and he said, I'm playing a set at noon at this other place if you want to come. So we went there.
And then so I'm like, we got to get in the car and take off. And I'm like, Luke, where are you? We got to pick, from Racket X. I'm at 1-800-LUCKY. Met a DJ at the rave this morning, and he's doing a set at 1-800-LUCKY, this Asian market.
Yeah, that was definitely a great clip. But my favorite story of the weekend was Ruben got known only because he's the worst fucking foodie in history from the pod. Thank you for that.
Wait, really?
Whoever that was,
You
dude,
were there.
I appreciate
Was
you.
I?
Thank you for that.
So the guy walks up and he goes, "Are you the Ruben?" And Ruben's like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "The guy who doesn't like Denny's." The
Yeah.
only way Ruben got recognized
I
is just
love
getting
that.
mentioned on the
I love
pod.
that.
And he was like, "Oh, he was
Fuck Travis. Fuck that
It's
guy.
amazing.
Travis
some
knows what he's
great-
talking
The guy
about."
defended me, right? He was like,
Yeah, he defended
actually, he's
you.
generally pretty spot on.
He
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
He is not a good foodie. Bad,
Yeah.
terrible.
I got some great pictures of Graham doing really badly at basketball too.
Oh my God,
I'll
please
have to
send
send
those.
those
No,
to you.
don't. It was
Send
bad.
He
I
won.
won-
He won every
I
single
won
one.
every single game against
did.
these two guys. Didn't lose a game of horse. And yet they get film of me doing, trying to do dunks and dumb stuff.
It's so funny. He tried to one of them. He tried to throw it up and then jump and grab it, and he totally missed. It was
Come on, man.
amazing. I can't wait.
It's because I was so far ahead.
That's
I could start pulling around.
tough stuff to do though. That's very difficult. I'm not even gonna try that. I just hear
It was
ACL and
great.
MCL. That's all I hear.
I
As
tried
soon
it.
as I took it, I'm like, I know I'm gonna put this on the podcast.
Please
for
don't.
sure.
Please
Please,
don't.
you have
I
to
can't
do
even
it. You have
imagine
to
what
do
that
it.
looks like.
You
I don't
have
want to
do
see it.
If you don't do it, I'll be really disappointed.
Luke.
Oh my god! All right, that's it. That's what we got.
Bad calls. Thanks for listening.
Bad calls.
Have a wonderful evening.
Great.